Hi all, welcome to my channel. What you're looking at right now is a park right behind my house. There's a fenced in area where the kids can play ball hockey or soccer. Behind that is a huge big basketball court. Then they have the water park. All kinds of fountains, some stuff for the kids to do. Then there's the park behind that. I chose to film at this end because there's tons of kids out there today and they're playing, and I don't want to intrude on anybody. They have a multitude of ages. They have a multitude of races, and it's absolutely beautiful to see this. This is what I want to see for all the kids that are in Scientology that have never been able to have a childhood. It just breaks my heart. I remember Laura talking to Dan, Walks LA, and showing him the fenced-in area that was considered their playground, with all the tarps hiding them from anybody that was going by. And that broke my heart. Today's a beautiful day here, and that's all I could think of was, I wonder how many kids are playing down at the park. Well, there's a ton of them. It's not fair that all of these second gens and whoever else is left in there never got to have a beautiful childhood. They never got to play like kids. They never got to learn like kids. I consider myself really blessed. I had two parents. My father was an OPP officer here in Ontario. My mom was a stay-at-home mom for the majority of my life. And my brother and I were blessed with a huge family. We were at my grandparents' place all the time. I had tons of cousins. We ate rocks, we chewed dirt, we played near the creek, we fished with bobby pins. Not that we ever caught anything, but we were allowed to adventure and do what kids do. I'm seeing this now. When my kids were little, I have three of my own. My oldest one is a son, and then I have two daughters. When my kids were small, they'd always bring the kids to my house because my house was a safe house, and I made sure it was a safe house for anybody that needed help. So, turn around, I wound up becoming a foster parent, and the first child I ever got, I adopted, and the last child I ever got, I adopted. Plus, I have two stepdaughters. So, altogether, there's 7 kids. I have a multitude of grandkids, and I have one great-grandson, and the next great-grandchild will be born in June, and I'm excited. So if I am making a blog and a post on YouTube, it's to get the message out. These kids in Scientology aren't kids. Their life is absolutely tragic. They've been abused. They've been treated like mules. They've been traded from one country to another, from one state to another. They're denied contact with their parents. They're denied proper food. They're denied proper medical attention. They're forced to do things that no child should ever have to do, and it just makes me absolutely sick right to my core. And every time I see this, I always think of Laura and that conversation she had with Dan. It's heart-wrenching. I love her spark and her energy now, and she is coming out and telling everybody what it's like. And then we have our poor Serge. Every time he speaks, I have a hard time listening to him. Not because I don't love him, because I absolutely do. But his stories are horrific. Absolutely horrific. And none of the government agencies seem to be able to do anything. Nobody's willing to take that step. Like, what hold does Scientology have over everybody? Government needs to get all the agencies together, walk in and do a massive raid all at once with no warning, and that way Scientology will not and cannot be prepared. I just don't, I don't even know where to start with this. I remember years and years and years ago, my father didn't speak often about things that happened with him, but there was a sexual abuse case in Ontario that my father was in charge of, and the children's aid workers decided they were going to interview this child and Dad, being Dad, asked them if they had ever interviewed a sexual assault victim before. And the woman replied, no, but I have a book. And Dad told her, you're not going to do that, because after looking at the book, he realized how leading the questions were. So she was kicked out of the meeting, and the police actually did the interview, and the person that was doing the essay was actually charged and put away. Now, I don't know how things work down in the States, but here in Canada, I think our systems are a little bit different. And after all that being said, my father still doesn't like Children's Aid Society, but that's besides the point. Why is there nobody in the government standing up and advocating for these children? I don't understand. I just don't understand. And then we have the elderly and this elder abuse. Like, these people have worked their entire lives doing slave labor for no money at all, for shitty housing, terrible food, cut off from their families, and people stealing money from them. I'm sure they don't want to be in there. I can't imagine this happening to my parents. Dad's 91 and Mom's 85. I totally don't get it. I don't understand. It's my confusion, and listening to all these horror stories that you watch on the YouTube channels makes my blood boil. So my project is to bring more eyes to this. The more eyes, the better. The more voices, the better. I have friends that are logging into my YouTube accounts, and they're now outraged, and they are going to view all the other channels. So there's, more sets of eyes, and I'm sure they're going to tell people. The community of the SPT viewers, whether you're a streamer or a viewer, content creator, whatever, it's massive. I don't think Scientology realizes that there's eyes all over the world on this. I don't think they realize the power of voices. I don't think they realize the power of eyes. And the more they do, the worse it gets on them. So let them keep fumbling. We'll keep watching. The more they fumble, the better it is. Way to go to all the content creators. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate that they've included me in this family. I'm trying to get more people to come out and stream. I'm looking forward to going to Toronto and meeting more Canadian streamers. Everybody needs to watch the videos, like the videos, make sure they're subscribed. And every time you go in to watch the video, double check your subscription to make sure you're still subscribed, because I had so many followers yesterday, and this morning I got up and they were down to about a third of what I had yesterday. But that's okay. I'll keep putting my content out. I'll keep saying what I need to say, and I'll keep helping with whatever way I can. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching my video. I appreciate each and every set of eyes. Pass the channel around, get more people involved. I thank you all, and have a fantastic day.